each day of the week. Come on, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What you waiting for? Come and take a seat. Like and subscribe, this is where you wanna be. Cause you know we gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody. Hey, y'all. Let me know if you can hear my voice. What's going on this fine Saturday? What's going on, y'all? Lone, interesting day, baby. What's going on, honey? She said, I'm finishing up cooking my corn chowder. Okay, girl. Okay, Meg. That sounds delish. She said, I think Amore has gotten the opening of the door first. What do you mean? Oh, you mean the opening of the door? Oh, yeah. We're going to talk about it, y'all. We're going to talk about that. We are. So, y'all, it has been twists and turns. But, hey, let me speak first to everybody. She said, nothing. It's been a long day. Yes, it's been a long day, y'all. And listen, let me tell y'all this. Right after this live, okay? We're going to do this live. I'm going to show y'all the twists and turns that just has been released about this case. I find it very interesting. We are definitely going to break it down and find out what you guys think about the new footage that has been released. It is an eye-opener and a shocker to me, and it does change the vibe of the story, okay? It does change it, and I want us to talk about it, but right after this live, okay? Now, right now, we only have 134 people in, and I'm sure we're probably going to be getting a few more, okay? But right after this live, you guys, I want to have another live. Not on this live. We're going to change pace. But y'all, we got to talk about some things, okay? Some things that has been released, not dealing with this story, but on some mess, okay? We're going to get into some mess after this. All right. She said, did you forget to monetize? I monetized. Thank you very much. Thank you. So y'all, let's get into the new twists and turns of what has been released. So shout out to shout out to, I don't want to get your name wrong, Andrea. Thank you so very much. Shout out to Andrea. She is a friend of the family, and she was able to send me some footage of the Ring camera doorbell. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about the Keosha and Keiona case, okay? Y'all remember the couple in Nashville. Let me put them up. This is Keiona, and she's married to, don't get me wrong, I can't, Amadeo or something like that. Amadeo. Their last names are Wilson, okay? You know that she was just unalived by this young lady, Keosha Greer, okay? This is Keiona Wilson, and this is Keosha Greer. Now, we read into a little bit of Keosha Greer background the last time we spoke about this, and she already had some charges, okay, dealing with aggravated assault and some other little things that, you know, shows that she has a temper or she's about that life, okay? Now, this young lady, we all agreed that it was not a great idea for her to go up to nobody's house. We said that, right? We all said that it wasn't a good idea. I think we all agreed that it was a bad move on her part to go up to somebody else's house because you never know what may happen, and people do have a right to protect their property. However, the verdict was still out as far as will she get a charge or not. We still don't know. We already know she's getting a weapon charge, but we don't know if it's going to be any further than that, okay? But what we were told is that she broke into the home. Raise your hand if you too heard that this wife broke into the house. Raise your hand. I know I heard that. Did anybody hear anything different other than she broke into the home? Because, I mean, we all said it. You know, the fact that somebody break into your house, they asking for trouble, right? We all agreed on that, right? Now, the other day, I didn't have the video of the aunt. I do want to play that before I play the video, the 36-second clip of the Ring door camera, okay? I want to play the video of the auntie because I didn't have it last week, but I do have it today. Let's play the video of what the aunt said, and then we will play what the ring camera said. Okay, let me look at you guys' hands. Okay, so y'all heard what I heard. Everybody heard that she broke in. Okay, all right, let's listen to what the aunt had to say. Okay, here we go. Let me know if you guys can hear it.
I just want to come through for a brief second and touch on.
Hold on, let me try to play it another way. Oh, the aunt's still talking. Let's play it another way. Let's get the first one. This one right here. All right, here we go.
I just want to come through for a brief second and touch on my niece. She's my cousin / niece. You know, when you get older and they get older, they don't call you cousin. They say auntie. Because me and my cousin Yolanda, which is my baby's mother, it's like sisters. Even though we know we are cousins, but we growed up calling each other sisters. Let me say this right here. I've been seeing the different little comments that everybody's been making and everything. But let me say this. Let's be clear. All of y'all that's making those comments saying, well, she was wrong and this, that, and the third. She shouldn't have came to no house and all of this, that, and the third. There ain't no goddamn way that you're going to tell me that it's been somebody that you love so dearly and you ain't went to look for them. When you feel that something ain't right, you can get up and go and look for them. See, if you sit up here and try to paint a beautiful picture of your motherfucking self, when all in reality, if that had been your husband, or if that had been your wife, that shit probably would have ended up the same way. Because when you love somebody, you love hard. And the length that anybody would go through just to prove their point. So y'all know I say opinions is like assholes, everybody got one. My whole biggest thing about this whole situation is, bruh, why didn't you just come out the motherfucking house?
Now, I stand with auntie right there, okay? I stand with auntie. She is about to redirect all of her anger toward the husband. And now I stand with her redirecting her anger toward the husband. I still don't agree with her as far as popping up at somebody's house, but now she is about to redirect her anger. Okay, here we go.
See, it was you who she wanted. Yeah, they probably end up boxing, got the fight or whatnot later on down the line. But if you had bought your motherfucking ass out of that goddamn house, then it would be you, the both of them women, going back and forth with each other. Because at that moment, she wanted you.
Mm-hmm.
She wanted you. See, if it had been me, and I know I'm wrong in the situation, and you come, your wife or significant other come to my door, beating on my door, want her husband, he got to come up out of there.
He got to come up out of there. Absolutely. Now, what did I say the other day? I said, I'm going to tell him, no, I'm going to need you to go on out there and handle that. I'm going to need you to go out there and handle that. However you handle it, I don't care, but you need to go out there and handle that. You need to go out there and handle that. A real woman would have sent that man outside. A real woman would not have let that man just stay inside and be protected while she confronts the wife. A real woman would have said, no, I'm going to need you to go out there and handle that, okay?
He had to come out of there. Especially after them fighting or whatnot, he wouldn't have been locking himself in no goddamn room. No, nigga, you come up out of here.
That's right.
I ain't facing this by my motherfucking self.
That's right. You
locked the door, bruh. And let them women go through what they went through. That's a straight goddamn coward. Every fucking way of a coward. That was a coward. See, because our loved ones is in the morgue.
Mm.
Our family is preparing a funeral.
Mm. Mm.
She just sent her 2 children off to college not even a week ago.
Oh, so they had kids, y'all. She just sent her 2 kids off to college. God, hickory, God dang on, baby. Ooh, man, let me tell you, I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting chills through my body right now. I feel this auntie 100%, baby. Ooh.
And they had to come back yesterday to get ready to prepare to bury their mother over some senseless shit. And some senseless shit. Only thing you had to do, bruh, was bring your motherfucking ass out that house. Get out of that woman's house. Get out of the house to defuse that problem. When she beat it on that door and you found out that it was her, you should have came up out of that goddamn door.
Okay, so I'm being told the kids are not theirs. The kids belong to just her. Okay, thank you.
You sitting up here reconciling your differences with your wife, and you sitting up there playing all at the same time. God damn it, people got motherfucking feelings around here. You can't play like that with every motherfucking body. Because like I say, women and men, when we love motherfucking hard. And you knew how much she loves you, bro. She didn't give a fuck about you. She wouldn't even showed up. And you know this. I'm keeping both of the women out of the equation right now. I'm talking about what could have defended. One had to go downtown and the other to her death. Your wife to her death. Let me tell you something, brothers and sisters. Y'all better quit playing these goddamn games. Y'all better quit playing these motherfucking games, y'all. See, if you don't want them, or you got somebody else, best thing to do is let them go. You better let them go. Let them go easy. Let it down easy. Let them go easy because you don't know what level that a person is mentally. Sisters, let me just be real with y'all. If you know that man has a woman, if you know he has a wife, stay in your goddamn lane. Stay in your lane. See, all of this would be preventable if you just keep a great amount of respect for the next fellow woman or man. Respect the fact that that is their husband. Respect the fact that that is their wife. Because people ain't playing about the ones that they love now. They're not playing. And this shit could have been prevented. In every which fucking way. It could have been prevented. And I just keep it real. You left them women fighting. You left them in a goddamn house. You locked in a motherfucking room and you let these women go through what the fuck they went through. That's fucked up, bruh. It says you just a whole motherfucking coward, bruh. Because the only thing you had to do is bring your goddamn ass outside. Yeah, well, if they had a met up down the line or whatnot, yeah, they probably got the fighting or whatnot, but that was before as that shit went. But when you tell your wife that you love her and it's her, you're not going to do these things to her no more. You ain't going to be doing no infidelity and turn around to do it. Yes, she blew the fuck out. Because you played with her, nigga. You played with her. So I don't give a fuck about nobody and your fucking comments about she shouldn't have went there, she shouldn't have did this, she shouldn't have did that. Man, fuck you, because if the shoe was on the other goddamn foot, you would have did the same thing, especially when your heart is tampered with. Especially when your goddamn heart is tampered with. Anybody done lived long enough and been in relationships, you should understand how the fuck this shit go. Because you probably done been through this shit.
Every woman in here that has been in a relationship and has some tested times should be definitely feeling all of this emotion because, baby, I'm telling you, when it comes to your relationship, especially one that you have invested in, baby. I know we all say that we'll walk away, we'll throw deuces and this, that, and the other, but I'm here to tell you, listen, when your man is after an investment and he doing this to you, baby, you angry, you hurt. You know what I mean?
The same way, catching men in infidelity, catching women infidelity, and all of this shit right here. You in the bushes looking and trying to find them. God damn it. See, you're preaching to the choir. You're preaching to somebody done been there and done that shit. On numerous occasions. On numerous occasions.
I don't know about numerous, honey. I think one time and one time only am I going to be stupid. But anyway, let's continue.
You see, you're not going to tell me one thing and do another. Because I'm putting my whole heart and soul into you. I love you so much till I said I do. I dropped the I and turned it into a us. But I ain't trying to turn it into a we. The games y'all play. The lives is put in stake. What the goddamn games you motherfuckers is playing out here? I feel some type of goddamn way. I swear I do. I swear I do. Sleep ain't been coming easy because I play that shit out over and over and over again in my mind. My mind has not rested. It has not rested. Well, if that means she was wrong, she was wrong. She shouldn't have went to her house. No, she shouldn't have. She shouldn't have. She should have waited till he came outside. Yeah, I agree with that.
No, this is not her mother. This is her aunt. Or actually, I think she said it's her cousin, but they call each other aunties or aunt and niece.
I agree with that. But a stolen woman's heart, God damn it. When she feel like I'm at my fucking wit's ends with this motherfucker playing with me and my motherfucking soul. She was at her wit's ends with that. Nigga. Now we have to bury our loved ones. She sent her kids off to college a week ago. For them to have to turn around yesterday to come back and plan their mother funeral for you being very irresponsible. God damn it. The games people play. Y'all better stop that shit out here, y'all. Y'all better start respecting people in their relationships. Everybody needs to start being respectful to people in their fucking relationships. Going out here thinking it's cool, fucking everybody else's husbands and wives and shit. People not playing about their loved ones no more, goddammit. They're not. I just wanted to come through because I wanted to address the different little comments that I'm seeing and all this shit. If it was me, I would have did this. If it was me, I would have did that. If it was you, you would have did the same goddamn thing because at that point, your heart is crushed. You know your woman or your man is laying in there up under someone else. Doing the things that he normally would do to you, he's doing it to someone else or she's doing it to someone else. That fucks with your goddamn soul. Fuck that shit. Let's be real around here. Fuck that shit. You want to sit up here talking about I would have did it a different way? No, motherfucker, you would have did it. It would have went down the same goddamn way. It's not worse. Let's keep it real. I get so tired of y'all coming with all these motherfucking comments and bullshit and knowing if it was you, what you would have done. Quit living for the motherfucking hype. Because if it were me, like I say, it would have been different. It would have ended a whole totally different goddamn way. Quit playing with our hearts. Quit playing with our souls, men. Quit playing with us. Because women, when we love, like I said, we love hard and we play for keeps. And when it says to death do us apart, that's just what that was.
I guess that she right about that, because that's exactly what that was. Death do us apart. You know what I mean?
It was till death did her apart. She died with a broken fucking soul. With a broken fucking heart. Look at the bigger goddamn picture. She died with a broken fucking heart and soul, nigga, because you lied to her and played the games with her. She died with a broken soul. And if I was the young lady who housed you over, it would be no way I'ma fuck with you, bruh. You left her fighting. You left her fighting instead of you breaking that shit up. You locked yourself in a goddamn room and let them women battle it out like they did. Nigga. Now one had to deal with a court system, and the other one has lost her life. Because of you, bruh. The game you played, bruh. I just want to come through and put my 2 cents in on it. Since I'm here seeing everybody else and they fucked up comments, I'm putting my motherfucking 2 cents in it. Let the head have been you. God damn it, ain't no telling how that motherfucking shit would have rolled out. With your I got it so together motherfucking ass until that shit happened to you, goddamn it. Yeah, until that shit happened to you. You motherfuckers so quick to try to judge people. I'm not judging either or. Because it's a lose-lose situation. It's a lose-lose situation with the both. And it's damn sure a lose situation on our end. Because she's gone now. And she got 2 babies that's been left behind. Just now going to college. Nigga, you think we ain't feeling no type of way? What you playing? You want to be this for love of lover. You want to be that pimp. You want to be that nigga. It cost her life. Bruh. And fuck everybody in their motherfucking comments. Fuck you all. Fuck you all with your goddamn comments. You can't play with nobody's motherfucking soul and think that it's okay. And this is to whom it may concern, goddammit. Got a problem, come and holler at me. Holler at me. Holler at me. You got a problem with what I'm saying about mine. You holler at me. Bruh. Sis. Whoever. Holler at me. God damn it. All right, I ain't gonna keep this long. I want to make it short. But I want to get that point across. To whomever it was concerned, I want to get that across. All right. I digress.
Holla at me. Holla at me. Holla at me. Whoever. Holla at me. Okay, so Auntie said, holla at her if you got an issue with what the fuck she had to say. But that ain't it because Auntie continued to talk. But until I play the next clip of Auntie, I want to go ahead and put in the clip. Hold on. Let me see. Auntie said from the bottom of my soul, I want to take this time to thank everybody who was willing to give. I value each and every one of you. So Auntie spoke again 2 more times, but let's talk about the video footage and then we're going to get back on Auntie. She is definitely pissed. Now, this video that you guys are about to watch is not graphic or anything, but it is a video of her standing in front of the young lady's house, okay? Keosha, the side chick. That's who we calling Keosha, the side chick, okay? She is standing inside the, well, just watch and then I will explain it after we play it one whole time and then I will watch it. I mean, we will explain it, okay? Make sure you can hear it. All right, here we go.
Come on, come on. Come on. You need to go that way. No, you need to go that way. Come on. Now, ain't nobody gonna come over and well, you're not gonna be doing this over my goddamn house. But okay, he's gonna call you or whatever. Well, you need to call him. But you're not gonna do this here. I'm not trying to. But how you not trying to? You just did it. No,
Okay, did y'all hear that? I know it was kind of low, but did y'all hear that? Let me know. Let me know, did y'all hear that? Do I need to run that back? I'll wait till you guys say something. I know sometimes it take the chat to catch up a little bit. Okay, so y'all, oh, she said some of it. Okay, let me run it back. Let me run it back. Hold on. All right, it's only 36 seconds, so you got to be paying attention. You can't miss none of it. Now, what I want to say when it first starts, the side chick opened the door, okay? It wasn't no break-in. The side chick actually opened the door and said, now I wrote down the transcripts myself. So let me say it and then I'm gonna let you watch it, okay? The side chick opened the screen door and says, you ain't gonna keep beating on my door. The wife said, where he at? Where he at? The side chick said, we not finna do this. And the wife said, where he at? The side chick said, come on up out of my screen. The wife said, where he at? The mistress or the side chick says, come on. The wife said, show me where he at. The mistress said, no, you need to go that way. Okay. And she did that while standing in front of the door, brandishing a weapon. We don't see the weapon, but how we know is a weapon is because the wife says, I ain't worried about that. We assuming that she's talking about the weapon that's in the side chick's hand. She says, I ain't worried about that, the wife says. And the side chick said, no, you need to go that way. The wife said, tell him to come on. The side chick said, ain't nobody finna come nowhere. Girl, you not finna be doing this at my goddamn house. The side chick says again, okay, the wife mumbled something, which I did not understand what she mumbled at all. And the side chick said, okay, well, he's gonna call you or whatever, or you need to call him. The wife said, why can't he come now? The side chick said, but you're not finna do this here. The wife says, I'm not trying to. And the side chick said, how you not trying to? You just did. The wife says, no, and it cuts off. Okay? All right? Now, listen to it again. The side chick is the one that's cussing. The side chick is the one that opened the door. The side chick is the one that's raising her voice. The wife never raised her voice. All she said was, where is he? Why can't he come now? Show me where he's at, okay? The side chick is the one that opened the door. Let's hear it again.
Come on, that's not Come on, that's not what you're doing. Come on. Come on. You need to go that way. I ain't worried about that. No, you need to go that way. Come on. Now, ain't nobody gonna come know that well, girl, you're not gonna be doing this over my goddamn house. But okay, he's gonna call you or whatever. Whatever you need to call him. But you're not gonna do this here. I'm not trying to. But how you not trying to? You just did it. No,
Okay. Now, when I go back, I want to show y'all. Look at the wife. Look at the wife. Now, I'm not an investigator. I'm not a lawyer or anything like that. I'm just breaking down observations on my own, okay, with you guys. The wife is there. Apparently, she's been beating the hell out of the door, okay? Right here, you see the door getting ready to open. The wife steps back. The door opens. That's the side chick opening the door. Then the wife grabs the handle, okay? The wife is grabbing the handle and the side chick is in the door. The wife puts her body inside the screen door and holds the door open with her body as she talks to the side chick, okay? Now, I'm not saying that she didn't bum rush in later. We don't see that part. It cuts off before we see what happened. I'm sure the police has the full recording of the interactions at the doorbell cam. I'm sure she has it all, and probably even I'm sure the cops even heard more. But as you see right here, But I just wanted to show you guys, the side chick did not break that door down. The door was, excuse me, the wife did not break that door down. The door was open from the inside, swing outwards by the side chick. She said, honestly, I believe the side chick did right. She told her to deal with her husband and leave her home. The wife should have left. She knew she had a gun. The wife was ready to get to see the Lord. So now I don't see the girl brandish the weapon, but when she says, I'm not worried about that, I think that she saw the gun at that point. Okay. All right. So, but I don't know when she says she broke into the home. I don't know if she mean that she bum rushed past her, knocked her down, pushed her away. But again, you hear the lady saying, come on, as if she was inviting her in, but at the same time telling her to go another way. Listen again. She's telling her to come on, as in trying to invite her in. Listen. And she says, come on up out my screen. Come on up out my screen. I'm not sure exactly what come on up out of my screen, as she continued to say, come on, come on. So when you say, come on up out of my screen, come on, it sounds to me that she's inviting her in the home. What do y'all think? It sounds like she is inviting her inside the house, unless that's some type of language I don't understand. Come on up out of my screen. Come on. And she says, come on, several times. Okay, let's listen again.
Come on up right here. Come on. You need to go that way.
So when she says, come on, right? Come on. Then she says, come on. And then she says, you need to go that way. So it's kind of confusing to me. All right. Come on. Then she says, and as the girl walked forward, now, if you go back to the beginning, is this the ring cam? It doesn't seem like she is kicking and screaming and fussing right here, but we know that she had to be, because when she came to the door, she said, you ain't gonna be out here knocking on my door like that.
Come on up right here. Come on. You need to go that way. I ain't worried about that. You need to go that way. Ain't nobody can come no well. You're not gonna be doing this.
So she kept saying, tell him to come on. Tell him to come on. She was saying that about her husband. Tell him to come on.
Okay, he's gonna call you or whatever. You need to call him. But you're not gonna do this.
She's like, but why he can't come now? Why he can't come now?
Why you not trying to? You just did it. No.
Okay, and it cuts off there. So now I don't know how the detectives will look at that as far as the breaking and entering plea or stance. I do believe that some more information is going to come out. And I do believe as the information comes out, all of it one by one is going to give us a clearer picture. Right now, though, from what I see in this video, it does not look like the girlfriend broke into the home. Now, I don't know if she pushed her way past. I don't see that. I'm sure they got extra footage out there. Once that drops, I will come back and let you guys know. But as of now, it appears to me that the mistress opened the door. Okay. And it does sound like she's saying, you're going to move up. You're going to come up out of this screen. You need to go that way. Okay. Again, I don't know if the wife pushed past her. It does not sound like the wife is aggressive to me. What about you guys? Does the wife sound aggressive? Because you got to understand, we're talking about a weapon being used, and a weapon is lawfully used when it's met with a lawful action. You know what I mean? Lethal is lawful when it's met with lethal. You understand what I'm saying? So what did the wife do that was lethal? Okay. She said if she pushed past her, the side chick, that was breaking and entering. So that's what I'm saying. We don't see that as of yet. We don't see her pushing or anything. Now, it did seem like she was trying to look past that, but right now it even seemed like her hand may even be in her pocket or down by her side. And when she said, let's get to the part where she said, she says, you're not finna do this here, but you're not finna do this here. And the wife says, I'm not trying to, in a whining voice. Did y'all hear that? She said the wife is showing up to her home is aggressive. It can be, but then not. You understand what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that is because she's not, I don't see any aggression. She knocked on the door. She knocked on the door. The side chick said, you ain't going to keep beating on my door like that. Okay? So I don't see her just popping up as aggression. We might disagree on that one. I don't see her being aggressive. She's at the door. She's like, tell him to come on. Now, let's talk for a second. Now, this is just 36 seconds, right? Your wife is at the door having a one-on-one with your mistress. Do you or do you not think that that husband should have came out? That husband, where is he? Where is that husband? He hiding in the bedroom or somewhere, right? Why couldn't the husband have come out right then and there? How your husband gonna be trying to hide in somebody's room or in the back, in the kitchen? He don't see this. He don't hear this. That's why I agree with Auntie on this one. The husband, even though it was just 36 seconds, right? Even though it was just 36 seconds, this husband, the man, he should have came out. He should have handled this situation. Him. He was a coward. He sat there and let them interact with each other. That wasn't the side chick problem, and that wasn't the wife problem with the side chick, okay? The side chick and the wife, they didn't have a problem with each other. It was his problem. So if he hid like she's saying he did, then he's wrong as hell, okay? I'm going to put back on another clip since we've seen that clip. Let's see what Auntie came out for 7 minutes and thank people for the shout outs, the prayers, and the condolence. Let's listen to that. And then we're going to listen to another clip. Hold on.
Supreme family, divine love one, supreme. Just a real quick video. Okay, so I appreciate everybody who was willing to give to the GoFundMe account. My family said, just go on and take it down. I didn't ask any questions at all because I'm here to support them in whichever way I can. So I took it.
So did y'all hear that? The family asked her to take down the GoFundMe. Wow. Okay.
Down because they changed their mind about doing it. And I respect their decisions. But what I want to say to all the people that seen my live, well, not live, my video, so many people reached out to me, so many people hugged me, doctors, nurses, people that I didn't even know even recognized me, co-workers, Facebook friends, TikTok friends, Instagram friends, my Facebook family. I'm just overwhelmed for what y'all wanted to do. I'm overwhelmed. I done got so many inboxes on Facebook, text messages on my phone, just everybody reaching out to me like, where's the GoFundMe? Where's the GoFundMe? And so I'm getting a chance to come back on because there's so many people who wanted to give. So many people wanted to share to their platform.
I'm just gonna
and
fast forward
everything.
just a little bit.
Boosting her story and getting money off of it. I don't make decisions. I'm just
Okay, so that's just about the GoFundMe. Let's go to the other one about this one right here. I don't know if we're gonna listen to the whole thing, but let's listen to what she has to say.
Supreme Facebook. How's everybody doing? Um, just want to do this quick live. Y'all know Facebook ain't been letting me go live for almost a month now. I come to say, people, don't send me. Don't send me any money. I'm not receiving any money. I don't want to receive any money. I just don't want to do all of that. I put Keedie, her information on my Facebook page right up under this video right here. Thank you.
That's fine, Christina. I don't mind, talking about that. I do think that we need to do a deeper conversation because everybody is not in the same space, right? Everybody is not where they can just say, you know what, you're lost and throw deuces. And it does take a minute to get there. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of women like myself, we're there. We would throw a deuces and say, you lost, not me. You lost, you cheated, you lost. But I don't think that I would have been there, at a younger age. So yeah, we can have conversations like that to, try to, pour into women to let them know that they are the prize. You know what I mean? They have to look at themselves as the prize. All right, here we go.
Baby, I hate that it happened too. Thank you, baby. I appreciate all the love that you guys have gave me, showed my family. We appreciate every bit of it.
Now I may fast forward a little bit because I really want to get to the meat and the potatoes. Okay.
Really do. We finish or anything. It's just kind of giving y'all some insight, And if you want to support there. Support there. Again, I don't want nobody sending me due to this situation as well. My page is for truth. We be tripping because we say things like that.
I just want to
friends.
I just want to hear about the case. I really don't want to hear all the other stuff.
Go on and unsubscribe to me because see, this is what my content be about. My content is of her right now. But when I go back of posting like I post and no more, the pastor's got more skeletons in his closet than I do. I just don't feel like I need nobody to tell me who I am. Who you are is what you feel inside. It's all about you working on self. Or they loving the same sex. So it's a shortage on men. It is.
Okay, so it didn't seem that she spoke about the case in this situation. She just giving like a mama pep talk type thing. So I'm not gonna do the 30-minute. If you want to see this, it's on her page. Her name is Swan Bradley. Swan SWANN Bradley. You guys can listen to it on that one. I thought she was going to talk about the case. Okay, I'm interested in the case. All right. So now, you ladies, from that video that we saw, how do you feel now? Like, do it change anything? Are you still dead set on she was wrong? She was aggressive. She shouldn't have went to the house. I still say she should not went to the house. But as far as it sounded to me, the way the police came out, right? It sounded to me how it was reported that the wife was out there basically acting a fool, kicking, screaming, hollering, very aggressive, wanting her husband out the house. And she broke into the home and basically started, going after the woman. That's how it was sent or that's how it was delivered. You know what I mean? For me. What about you guys? What about you guys? Tell me, what do y'all think? And then we're going to get into how this may change legally for her. She said, never show up to someone's house. FAFO. What does FAFO mean? Again, family, what does FAFO stand? I forgot shit. She said she shouldn't have went, but I mean, if the victim have to take accountability, so do the side chick. If you sleep with the married man, that's what happened. Okay, yeah, she shouldn't have went to the house. She should have waited. Okay, so you guys, fuck around and find out. That's right. Thank you. Fuck around and find out. Okay, she said, I'll wait till the full video come out, or wait for all the videos to come out. Maybe that's the first time when she went there. I read she left and came back. Oh, you read that she came and she left and came back. See, I have not read that. So she left and came back. Oh, damn. She really wanted that man out the house. She wanted that man out the house. Ooh, I did not know that, but let's talk about what this could be legally, okay? If from the video of me seeing the young lady not being aggressive. Now, I don't know how the detectives will take this. I'm sure that they are still behind the scenes communicating about this. She said, it don't change anything for me. A life was lost. Hold on. A life was lost, and that lady didn't have to shoot her and unalive her unless something else happened, okay? And then she said, what state is this in? It's in Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee. And then it says, legally, I wish they started holding these men accountable for starting this bullshit. Now, that would be amazing. You understand what I'm saying? I think so too, baby. I think so too. Banging on the door is acting like a fool. Banging on the door is acting like a fool, is acting aggressively. And if she tried to get past her after she asked her to leave, it's breaking in. I see what you're saying. Legally, oh man, I read that one. No, she shouldn't have showed up at the side chick house, but I didn't see a reason for her to shoot her. Things could have been handled differently. Okay. Don't worry about that, Yolanda. Don't worry about that. That starts stuff. Okay. That starts stuff when we do that. So don't worry about that, baby. So I want to go over what this could mean legally if the DA, now y'all know, of course, if the DA sees it differently, you know, I'm sure, let me tell you what I think is happening. They may not have charged her with anything yet because they got to take things to the DA and they got to, you know, I'm sure break things down, go over the clips, and they probably just got the damn ring camera clip. I don't know how long it takes to get something like that, but they probably just got the clip, okay? So let's talk about what this could be legally, all right? If the mistress opened the door first, okay? The mistress opened the door. That's huge, okay? Keosha is the mistress. Let's put her up. If she opened the door, I know we're talking about Keosha, Keiona could have pushed past her, but we did not see that in the 36-second clip that we saw, okay? So if the mistress opened the door, and it says, this is huge, if she opened the door, that means she initiated the physical access by opening the screen door. Now, I just got some legal analysts on this, okay, you guys? So if she opened the door, that initiated the physical access by opening the screen door. Now, I know just because you open the door don't mean that somebody is welcome into your home. I understand that. But she opened the door, which means she initiated the physical access to the home, okay? That means that the wife did not force entry at that point. She was allowed closer because the door was open to her. Prosecutors could argue that the side chick escalated the encounter by opening the door, okay? Now, number two, if in fact that was a weapon in her hand, okay, which we don't know, we didn't see it, but we heard the wife says, I'm not worried about that. And if you put two and two together, right, one can only think that she was showing her something that the wife said, I'm not worried about that. Okay. So we're just going to assume that it was a weapon. We don't know 100% because we was not there. Matter of fact, let me change this to everything I say on this channel is allegedly. I'm not trying to defame nobody's character. I'm just speaking on opinions with a little analysis. Okay. All right. So if the side chick opened the door, that was initiated the physical access to the home. That means that forced entry at that point is out, okay? She was allowed closer because the door was open to her. Prosecutors could argue that the side chick escalated the encounter by opening the door and having a weapon in her hand instead of calling 911 and staying inside the home. Now, we have yet to hear the side chick or anything saying that the side chick dialed 911. If somebody is being aggressive outside of your home, you supposed to dial 911. You supposed to stay inside your home and call the police, not open the door to an aggressive person and have a conversation. All right? Now, if the wife was calm, not yelling, not cursing, not pushing, not shoving, it will look totally different to the DA and furthermore to the jury, okay? If it ever gets there, it will look different if she didn't come up kicking, yelling, fussing, cussing, and yanking at the door. We didn't see that, but this is not the whole recording. This is only 36 seconds. Instead of appearing as an aggressor, she would come across as a hurt wife seeking answers, not as someone threatening violence. There is a difference. When you approach someone's home appearing to be hurt and seeking answers versus threatening violence, the DA will look at it differently. Okay? This undermines the side chick claim that she was in any intimate fear for her life at that point. And I'm only speaking of what we saw on the recording. We don't know what happened when she got in that house. But in order to claim self-defense, you have to be in intimate fear for your life. Okay? No physical threat did we see. If the wife never raised her hand, never made a threat, and was simply just holding the screen door open while talking, that does not automatically meet the threshold for forcible entry. Under the Tennessee's castle doctrine, deadly force is justified only if someone is unlawfully and forcibly entering and you reasonably believe they pose a threat to your life. Which means that even if Keosha pushed past the side chick, Keiona pushed past the side chick would have to say that she felt that her life was in, she had that the wife posed a reasonable threat to her life and she felt that her life was in intimate danger. Here, a jury could say the wife wasn't breaking in. She was just standing there talking. Opening fire was premature. Body language and gun presence is important. Even though the wife was calm, the mistress had a GUN that was visible, which flips the perception of who was the aggressor. Calm wife plus armed mistress equal potential picture of excessive use of force if shots were fired before in any physical attack. Okay? Now, we heard that there was physical attack from who? We heard it from the news people, which heard it from the police, which heard it from the side chick. We don't know if there was any physical aggression. We don't know if they actually got in a fight or not, right? Only 2 people was in that house, 3, and 1 is not here to say anything, okay? So it would be the side chick's word, and I'm sure the husband will have to testify if he heard any fighting going on, all right? Okay? He won't be able to say who hit who first because he wasn't there. I mean, he wasn't, well, we don't know if he saw anything, okay? So again, the jury could argue that if the mistress, the side chick, opened the door with a weapon and was brandishing it, that could have elevated and escalated things, okay? Instead of just dialing 911, in which she should have. Breaking in claim could be weak if the only entry was her holding the screen door open after it was voluntarily opened by the side chick. It's not a classic break-in. That could hurt Keosha's self-defense claim and strengthen the DA's argument from charging her with homicide or aggravated assault. The castle doctrine may not apply and may not protect her against unlawful entry. All right? Excuse me. It said it may not apply. Castle doctrine protects against unlawful entry. But if she opened the door herself, a jury could see that as an invitation to engage, not a threat. She opened the door. Her protection was that door and her on one side and the wife on the other side. When she opened the door, she opened it as an invitation to engage with the wife. This could move the case from clear self-defense to potentially unjustified use of deadly force. Okay? This does change a lot now that they have dropped this clip. The side chick opened the door. We saw that with our own eyes, meaning that the wife did not bust in. She didn't break in. She didn't scream. She didn't curse. She just stood there asking about her husband. So you have to ask yourself, was deadly force really necessary? Or did this escalate because the side chick opened the door with a weapon, potentially a weapon in her hand, and refused to disengage? So we have to ask ourselves, was it self-defense? We don't know yet. We don't know the whole story. But from what we do know, what we just seen, was that self-defense? What do you say? She said, in my opinion, her self-defense claim is out of the window. Okay. Now that that clip dropped, it seems like she set the wife up. She was saying, come on. She was saying, come on and go that way in the same sentence. Come on. Because when you tell someone to come on, what they're going to do, they're going to advance forward. When you tell them to come on, right? They're going to advance forward. And that's what the wife did. She advanced forward. Let's look at it again. When she says, come on, because when the side chick opened the door, the wife actually stepped back a little bit. Let's look at it again. Let's look at it again. So before she opened the door, the wife is just standing there. She opened the door saying, don't keep beating on my door. Don't keep beating on my door. So in my opinion, the side chick was not afraid of the wife at all. Now, would you say that the side chick was wrong for opening the door, or do you think the side chick should have dialed 911? I do not believe that she should have opened the door. In my opinion, I just feel like that's a disaster. Yeah, the wife should not have went to her house, but the side chick opened the door. She opened the door. The wife is standing there with her hands on the hip. Boom, boom, boom. She opens the door. Right? Now she's saying, come on. As she's saying, come on, look at the wife takes a step forward. Because when someone says, come on, and she's saying, come up out my screen, she wouldn't have never been in the screen had the wife not opened the door. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? How can you say, come on, right? Knowing that you have a weapon in your hand, but yet you're saying, come up out my screen. Come up out my screen. How do we know Come up out my screen means leave my screen door. Come up out my screen. Come up out my screen, you know? Okay. So again, sad situation, sad situation. So many things could have happened. She could have dialed 911. And I do believe that she should have done that in the beginning. She should have dialed 911 at that point. You got a intruder that you don't want at your house, an intruder or a trespasser, however you want to say it, at your home. You don't want her there. You is a simple fix. Call 911. Tell the police to have this lady leave. To have this lady get off your property, okay? You don't want her on your property, right? She said, from what I see, it's self-defense. The moment you bang on my door and I ask you to leave, it's a problem. Actually, that's not. And the reason being is because the cop said just because somebody is in your yard, you do not have a reason to shoot them dead. That is not a reason to shoot someone because they are standing at your door and banging at your door, okay? That is not a reason to unalive someone. The side chick was hoping she showed up so that she could unalive her and claim self-defense. Ooh, I don't know about that. And her husband is a punk. Nah, she let her in because she was going to unalive her for coming to her house. So y'all think that she let her in on purpose? She was baiting the wife to do something first so she can say it was self-defense. Ooh, that's crazy. Did the husband have insurance policy on the wife? Could have been a setup. Don't know. She said no. She opened the door and calmly asked her to go home. I don't say that that's calm. I don't think that I think that she opened it. I think that the side chick did not open the door calmly at all. She was more than aggressive, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? When calmly to me would have been, listen, I don't know what y'all got going on. Listen, this man told me that y'all wasn't together or whatever the case may be. Can you just leave and call him and y'all talk about it another time? That's calmly. But I don't think that she was calm at all. I don't think that the side chick was calm. She said, I think she wanted her up on the screen to be off the camera. Ooh. She was saying that thinking the law would be on her side. Clearly, her dumbass forgot she is a felon. The husband probably had something to do with it. What's the point of fighting if you have a gun in your hand? I don't believe they were fighting. The wife walked in and she probably shot her for coming in. And she was shot in the stomach. She was shot in the stomach, okay? I agree she should not have went to the house, but why not just call the police? Why open the door knowing he is there? She invited her in when she opened the door. That's what I think as well. You don't open your door and then say somebody broke in. I don't understand that at all. Facts, because she could have left the door closed and called the cops. Absolutely. Legends say the hubby is still hiding behind the door and fucking the mistress from midnight to 3 a.m. to stay on schedule. Then he stands back behind the door. You crazy. You crazy girl. She said they say I'm a witch. You so crazy. Of course she didn't. Yes, she is going to prison, but he should go too. They don't have no law against cheating men. They don't have no law. She opened the door knowing full damn well who was at that door. Yep, she knew who was at the door. The side chick was more worried about the neighbors finding out she was the side chick. Ooh, good analogies. She's been thinking about getting her out of the way. She was ready to be face to face with her. She answered the door with a made up mind. Ooh, I wonder how many times she went to the house. See, somebody said that they said she left and came back. I have not heard that yet. So, this is not the last live about this though. She said, yes, Petty, she's been there before, I bet. Yeah, so when I find out that information, I will let you guys know. There's probably going to be another update coming out next week. But I believe that this changes, it changes things from her only being charged with a weapon charge, okay? I actually think that she's going to be charged with something else, but that's just my thought. She said, I feel like if it's their first encounter, I feel like this isn't their first encounter. The side chick may have been tired of her coming over there. Didn't know you were live. Oh, you didn't? Yeah. You got to set that bell notification. Set that bell notification. So again, I believe that this changes things and it could make the DA look at it differently. Now, what I don't know is, let me see, how long does it take to get Ring camera? Oh, you know what? Ring camera footage, you can get it the same day from the owner, right? I think you can get Ring camera footage the same day from the owner. I think so. She said, highly doubt it was a setup. You think it was a setup? The more it's set is not notifying. Oh, for real? Oh, I'm not sure. All right, so a Ring camera, it says you can download the footage within minutes. Oh yeah, okay. In the Ring app. All right, yeah, that's right. So if police or lawyer requests it, if the law enforcement or lawyer requests Ring footage from another person's camera, law enforcement can submit a legal request or warrant to the Ring. Ring says it responds to emergency requests very quickly, sometimes hours, but normally requests can take a few days depending on the process. If it's through a subpoena or court order, it could take days to weeks. All right, so, but it could take anywhere from immediate access would be minutes if she getting it from her, or 1 to 3 days if law enforcement requested through normal channels. All right, let me ask y'all something. Do y'all think law enforcement would just take her footage, or do you think that she said they took the footage that night? That's what I was going to ask. Do you think they took it from her, or do you think they requested it through normal channels? She said this was not their first encounter. Do you have proof of that, Tracy, that this is not their first encounter, or is it just hearsay? She will be charged with manslaughter, but the gun charge she will be charged with manslaughter, but that gun charge, and she's a felon, she's going to sit them 10 to 15 straight and whatever manslaughter holds. Ooh. Oh, you think they asked for all the footage in the area, not just hers? Well, the way her house is set up, though, it would be hard for anybody. It seemed like there's a side door that she went in. It looks like it's a side door, but it could be, I don't know. It could be a front door, but it looked like a side door. Okay, you think that they're going to ask for it through normal channels? So if they ask for it through normal channels, then that's a 1 to 3 days. And it says a week if it requires a subpoena or legal process from someone else's device. So I believe that that was her Ring camera. And she probably let them see the video thinking it would clear her. Oh, okay. They may have asked around the neighborhood to see if they had Ring. So they probably took hers and probably asked. But this was just released like the day before yesterday. Or was it yesterday? It was either yesterday or the day before yesterday. But they only released these 36 seconds, which still leaves everybody wondering what happened before and what happened after. I would like to see the full recording. I would like to see what happened before. And I would like to see if, in fact, Keiona pushed her aside to get into the home, or how did she actually get into the home? Because I think that's going to be very important. You know what I mean? So I guess we'll just have to wait into the update. But I do believe that this changes things for this young lady right here. I believe this changes things for her. You know, I hope she don't think that that camera footage made it easier for her. She said we would look at a Ring camera footage, but we still have to subpoena the footage from the Ring because it has to be the official record, evidence of the court. All right, so Ms. Glenn, did you see the footage, the 36 seconds? Do you have any input on that? So the side chick opened the door and initiated conversation with the wife. She said, I don't think it was a setup at all. Okay, you said you don't think it was a setup? I think they did both. They want to make sure the footage wasn't tampered with. She said, I was driving and heard you. Okay, do you want to see it? Let me show it again if you're watching. Are you still driving? Because I'll show you the footage and you can, like, I know you law enforcement. So, and Sherry, you law enforcement too. Can you tell me, what do you think just from your law enforcement standpoint? And it could just be your opinion.
Okay, he's gonna call you or whatever. Well, you need to call him, but you're not gonna do this here. How you not trying to? You just did it.
Okay. Now it's actually kind of low. Let me see if I can have it turned up a little bit. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me find out why is it so low. It may be the way I recorded it. Hold on. Okay, I'm getting additional information. Can I share this information? Hold on. Let me see if I can share it. Can I share this information? Hold on. Let me find out if I can share this information. Because I haven't even read it all. Let me see what she say. She ain't saying nothing yet. Hold on. Let me read it right quick, you guys. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Ooh. Let me see if I can share this. Okay, she said yes, I can share it. Okay, so I got some more of the backstory. Again, this individual is a family friend. Okay. She's a family close friend. All right. She says uh the husband and the mistress both worked for Wells Fargo, bus picking up passengers, and Keiona worked for Metro Housing Development, and she have helped so many people. And the mistress, the side chick, is on Section 8. Keiona, the wife, purchased her first home in Nashville off of Madison, Neely Ben in Madison, before she married him. So the wife had a home before she married her husband, and he is fucking around with a bitch on Section 8. Okay. And also, due to the crime that was committed in her apartment, she will be leaving soon due to Keiona, big bosses of Metro Housing Development. Okay, I will keep you posted. Okay, they do not have children together. She had a son who attends UT in Kentucky. He's a sophomore, and her daughter, who is 18, just moved into her dorm at Alabama State. Oh, wow. So she drove an Uber over to the mistress' house at 5:30. She had a tracker on the Cadillac. Oh, she had a tracker on her Cadillac and had her spare key. Wait a minute. She drove an Uber over to the mistress' house at 5:30 a.m. She had a tracker on the Cadillac and had her spare key. A weapon was found in the car with only his fingerprints on it. Keiona fingerprints was not on the gun under the seat. What? Wait a minute. What? He didn't, or the mistress didn't, call 911 to render aid in this situation. He didn't even call her mom. or her only sister, which he have a relationship with both. They found out on the news and social media. Wait a minute, what? So wait a minute. Oh, not Wells Fargo. We Go Bus Company. Okay, We Go Bus Company. So wait a minute. Are you trying to say that hold on, let me read this again. Hold on. She drove an Uber over to the mistress house at 5:30 a.m. She had a tracker on the Cadillac and had her spare key. A weapon was found in his car with only his fingerprints on it. Keona fingerprints was not on the gun under the seat. So are you trying to say that he did it? Are you trying to say that the side chick didn't pop her? She said yes, because his car was parked at the mistress' house. His weapon was under the seat in his Cadillac. Huh? Wait a minute, y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I asked, is it a possibility that the husband did it and not the side chick? Let me just find out. Wait a minute. She said, that's not what I'm getting out of that, Amora. What are you getting out of it then? She said, that don't make any sense. Yeah, because didn't the wife drive off in the Cadillac? I thought the wife drove off in the Cadillac. So she drove an Uber over to the mistress' house at 5:30 in the morning. So was she over there the whole time? She had a tracker on the Cadillac and had her spare key. A weapon was found in his car with only his fingerprints on it. Keona fingerprints was not on the gun under the seat. I'm waiting on her to tell me more because I'm a little confused now because she drove off in the Cadillac, right? Well, I'm waiting for her to tell me a little more. I'm waiting on her to tell me a little more. Okay, she says no more. When Keona went to her house, she didn't have any weapons on her. That was his car. And when Keona was shot, they took the car in for evidence and found his gun in the car. Keona didn't have any weapons on her. Okay, I see what. I see what you're saying. Okay. So Keona didn't know that Keona. So the cops thought that it was Keona. Hold on, no more. When Keona went to her house, she didn't have any weapons on her. That was in his car. When Keona was shot, they took the car in for evidence and found his gun in the car. Keona didn't have any. So they thought the wife went over there with a weapon, is what you're saying, because she was driving the car. But she took an Uber, so she didn't even take that car over there. So it wasn't her weapon. Okay. All right. So let me ask this. Hold on. All right, I'm waiting on her to respond. I asked, do she think she's going to be charged with anything additional? So, she says no, Amor. The side chick had her own gun. The husband had his gun in the Cadillac already. Yes, I got that part. But the cops probably thought that was the wife weapon. So they probably thought the wife came over there with a weapon. Sounds like Keona had her own weapon. Yes. Is there a check involved? Because come on. Keona want to know, is there a check involved? Is it possible for him to have a gun and leave it in the car under the seat while at his mistress? Yeah, so he had a weapon, but because she drove off in his vehicle and went to the police department, they thought the GUN was hers, but it was not. It was the husband's GUN. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why they also thought that it was self-defense. Well, they have not deemed it self-defense yet. So Keosha, the side chick, is not out of hot water, okay? This is not an open closed case. She is not out of hot water. She just has not been charged with the murder yet, okay? I'm not saying she will, but I believe she will, but I'm not saying she ain't. I'm just saying it has not been done yet, okay? So she said, sound like Keiona had her own weapon. Okay, it's definitely not his first time cheating. Oh yeah, the auntie said it's not his first time. The auntie said he said that he wasn't going to do it no more. She said the wife was struck in the abdomen. She then left the home and drove a short distance in her husband's car before flagging down an officer outside of the precinct. Yes, that's true. Yes, she was. And I would say in order to shoot someone in the belly, I would think that they would have to be walking up on you. Or you just, you know what I mean? They got to be pretty close to you. I'm thinking she is saying he had a gun in the car already, and she probably was not aware of it. I think they is just saying she did not have a weapon. Yes, she didn't have a weapon. I believe the cops probably thought that that was a weapon. Okay, she responded. She says, hold on. I said, are they trying to charge the mistress with anything more? Yes. And when they did the fingerprints, Keiona fingerprints didn't match it. It was only his fingerprints on the gun. And yes, he had an employee and spouse insurance on her on his job at WeGo Bus. He was a bus driver, him and the mistress. So him and the mistress were both bus drivers at WeGo. I said Wells Fargo, but I meant WeGo Bus Company. They were both bus drivers at WeGo Company. They said, but when they did fingerprints, Keiona fingerprints didn't match. Oh, so wait a minute. So do they... Y'all, this thing might be a whole different thing. Don't tell me the mistress is trying to take a charge for this nigga. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. When they did the fingerprints, Keiona fingerprints didn't match. It was only his fingerprints on the gun. Hold on, y'all. Let me find out, child. I want to know my nosy ass shit. I'm trying to figure out. So do y'all think he did it? Do you think that he may have done that? I don't know. She said, more keep us up with this because the boy, they got slapped by the cops. They didn't charge him. Oh yeah, I know they did not. She said, this is a lot and so sad in so many ways. I really feel her family, kids and family. Imagine loving someone who don't love you back. So they keep you up all day and night trying to keep up with them only to be killed by his bitch ass. That's crazy. Let me see what she say. She said, wow, this does open a new can of worms. She said, no, I think they both had weapons. She is talking about the gun in their car. Let me just see what she say back. And then she said, find out if he had insurance. She said, yes, he did have insurance. She said, yes, that he had insurance on 2 insurances. He had insurance on... Oh, gotcha. She said, yes, they have, yes, he had an employee and spouse insurance on her, on his job. Yes, he had insurance on her. And it says, no, it was the mistress that shot her. When she flagged down the police, she actually said, my husband mistress shot me. So the mistress shot her. Yes, he had insurance on her, but she flagged down the police before passing away, and told them that it was the female that shot her. So the mistress did shoot her. The mistress shot her. She said, set up the insurance or go to the insurance. I don't know how that works. I don't know how the insurance works, but I mean, I don't know how that works. Actually, to be honest with you, I do believe that unless she specified she wants some of it to go to the kids, it automatically go to the spouse. I think you have to set it up. That's why another thing important that you want to go ahead and set up what you want your insurance to go to, because I do believe that it does go to the spouse that's living if you don't have it already set up. More, I called it out the other day when you was on live. I said I believe the husband was the number one who pum her in the second round that took the life. She's gone and now here to tell her side. Yeah, but she said, this young lady said that Keiona told the police that it was the mistress that shot her. So she already told the police that the mistress shot her. She said when she said employee insurance, she is talking about health insurance. Hold on. She said he had employee and spouse insurance on her job. Yeah, I don't know if he had life insurance or not. Yeah, on the job, that's different than life insurance. Unless there are some jobs that do life insurance. I know the military does. I don't know about the civilian sector, but the military does do life insurance. So I don't know if she had life insurance or not. So you're saying it's health insurance, not life insurance? I think some jobs may offer life insurance, but I'm not 100% sure. She said that's health insurance. Oh, I don't know. Some jobs may. I know the military did. See, Keisha said, I have life insurance with my job. So some jobs do offer that. I don't know if they would, though. But the mistress, the side chick, was on Section 8. Imagine that. Imagine your husband cheating on you for a Section 8 chick. And I'm only just saying that because your wife has a house. Don't make no sense. Okay, hold on. She said, yes, it's on Nashville News. She was alerted at the scene, and when they took her to Skyland Hospital, she was bleeding internally and passed away. One shot to the abdomen, and no scratches or wounds indicating a fight was ever encountered. Oh shit. Oh shit. Y'all. Okay, so my source says that there was no scratches or wounds or anything indicating a fight or struggle took place. Okay, she had one abdomen wound to the stomach, or one shot to the stomach, to the abdomen, and no scratches or no struggles of a fight. She said he should be thankful to have a wife. Exactly. And she had her house before him. Man, let me tell you. Ooh, 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 ooh. So he's screwing with a Section 8 woman when he moved into her house. She already had a house before she married this joker. She said, Amor, I used to catch men in the alleys with hookers and men. It was sad, and their wives are at home. Good God, a damn mighty. Man, I'd be mad too if my man was cheating with some Section 8 chick. Ooh, man. Ooh, I'd be so mad. I would be so mad. Anyway, she said, I have life insurance on my job and my kids are on the life insurance policy. Yes, I know some jobs probably do it. She said she shot her when she entered her home. That's what I read in the comments of a Facebook page. You would be surprised how many. So you mean, so there was no fight then? Because she told the police they got in a fight. The mistress did. So there was no fight. You would be surprised how many husbands want a woman with Section 8. I'm going to ask my husband when I get off. I'm going to be like, is that what you want, babe? No. He be like, girl, if you don't get the hell out of here. He in there talking down with his friend. She She said, I don't think he would be getting a payout on the insurance policy because it was his fault. I don't think they do that. I don't think that that's how, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that that can happen, but I could be wrong, okay? I could be wrong, but I don't know if they're going to look at it like, oh, it's his fault. You know what I'm saying? Even though we say it's his fault. She said, absolutely, they have hired an attorney due to the fact of him. Oh. Oh, okay. So she said they have hired an attorney due to the fact that he is going to inherit her 401k plan and her personal insurance. She's been employed for housing for over 10 years and he is named the beneficiary. So they didn't hire an attorney because he right now stands to get all her money and he is not even the father to her adult children. OMG. Yeah, I would hire an attorney too. I would hire an attorney too. Cause baby, I would hire an attorney too. So I hope that the attorney can do something. Let me just tell her thank you so much. Now, as she updates me, I will give you guys the information. You know what I mean? But I would hire an attorney too. I think the husband is wrong on every level. To be honest with you, I think that he would be wrong to take the money. I think that he should say, I don't deserve it. No, let's split this. Can we change the beneficiary to her children? And that's just the humble thing to do. You know what I mean? That's the noble thing to do for him to say, you know what? I was wrong. I was in the wrong spot. I don't want any of this money. Just give it to the children. Split it between the kids. I don't want the 401k plan and I don't want the none of the money. All right. She said, yes, her kids was small when they married and his name is not on the loan of the home or the deed. Ooh. So then that means that the house goes automatically to the kids, right? I will hope so. Oh my God, this is so sad on every level. It made me just, oh my God. Oh my goodness, this is just so sad. She said he's definitely taking the money. He's going to get that money and relocate. If he take the money, he is the scum of the earth. If he takes the money, he is absolutely the scum of the earth because knowing that he is the one that was, you know what I'm saying, his actions, he was wrong on every level. So I believe if he take the money, he would be wrong, but that's just my thought. He's definitely not getting no payout no time soon. They have all that on freeze till the investigation is over with and he is cleared through the courts, but them kids gonna take it through probate, a fight. Yeah, so they have a lawyer. They have a lawyer. She said, hold on. That's what her beloved mother wants for the house to go to the two children. So her house was paid for, y'all. She had a paid for house. I hope that happens as well. Yeah, so they're fighting for the house to go to her children. I hope the house go to the kids and the damn 401k, but it's just me. Let me not get my emotions all wrapped up in this because I just feel like I just want to call him up on the phone and say, bruh, you need to you need to not take any of this money. Like, no, I don't give a damn. Y'all was married for 10 years. What you did, them kids need that money. You know what I'm saying? She said, but she did own the house before marriage. Yes, she owned the home before marriage. And his house is not on the loan nor the deed. They have only been married for 5 years. No, they was married. They've been married for 10 years. They have been married for 10 years. She said, shit, my husband got killed by his mistress, but here's the kicker. He was at another woman's house when it happened. The whole time I'm home taking care of the babies. This makes me sad as fuck for the wife. Damn. That's crazy. You said your husband got killed by his mistress? What? Damn. Sorry to hear that. I mean, I don't know whether to be sorry for you or sorry. I think I'm sorry for you because God damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. She said Keiona didn't even have a scratch on her or more for the made up lies saying they was fighting. Okay, so the family friend thinks that the fight was a made up lie. Okay. So her friend did not have a scratch on her. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Hey, Toya, what's going on, girl? We just talking about this old cheating ass man, and his wife unalived by his side chick, and now he's staying to get the insurance money. He not gonna do that. His coward ass wouldn't come out of the room. Oh, he gonna take that money for sure. No, they were married for 10 years. She did a celebration 5 years ago saying 5 years ago that they got married, but they've been married for 10 years. Miss Glenn can he be charged with accessory after the fact if he did anything with the side chick to change the narrative to vindicate his girlfriend? Son of Sam's law may apply here. Oh. She said, wow, are they on social media? Well, the story is kind of everywhere, but no, were they influencers? No, they were not influencers. They barely posted on social media. She was just a woman that fell in love with a damn cheating ass man, and he just didn't do right by her because apparently he thought he was Mr. Loverboy. With the length of her rap sheet, I wouldn't be surprised if she lied. Yeah, saying that they were fighting. But if somebody strike you in the stomach, that's not a fighting wound. I don't think that would be you fighting. Somebody can actually hit you in the stomach, maybe the side or the leg, but in the stomach, I don't see that. I don't see how somebody can actually in a fight how they can hit you in the stomach, but I could be wrong. She said, yes, Amor, it was crazy, the whole situation, and I can't wait to tell my story. Oh, yeah, girl, you got to tell your story, child. And you the wife at home. So did you get the insurance policy? I mean, I know that's kind of off the record. I just want to ask, I'm going to ask about the struggling of a fight. Hold on. Okay, she said that, okay, so the family think the fight thing was a lie. They think that was a lie, that they got in a fight or any type of tussle. They feel like that was a lie, like that's not true. She just made that up to try to strengthen her case, to try to make it seem like she was in really fear of her life. I'm gonna ask if you're fighting. I just want to know. I'm curious about that damn. Okay, it says, yes, unfortunately, it is possible for someone to get shot in the stomach during a fight or a struggle, especially in a close physical confrontation. It says, if two people are graping, pushing, or wrestling for control, a gun can easily end up pointed at the torso, which is the largest targeted area. The stomach or the abdomen is often hit unintentionally simply because it's when the gun is naturally aimed when two people are standing or leaning in close. If the shooter deliberately aims and pulls the trigger, a stomach shot could be chosen because its center mass easiest to hit. Law enforcement and self-defense trainers are often taught to aim for center mass because it's most likely to stop the threat. Accidentally discharged during a struggle, if hands are on the weapon or someone bumps or pulls the trigger accidentally while fighting, it can fire into the stomach, not because someone aimed there, but because of the weapon's position. Legal implications. If a shot happened during a struggle, it can complicate self-defense claims. Defense will argue it was unavoidable and done out of fear. Prosecution may argue the shooter escalated by introducing the gun in a fist fight, making the struggle deadly. So they're saying that just because they are fighting, but I don't know about that because I thought stand your ground law, if they're in your home and they're fighting or any type of physical, then you can use your weapon. This is going to be interesting. How long were they married? They were married for 10 years. Maybe she tried to shoot her in the leg, but the recoil made her hands move up. Yeah, I'm not sure. Volunteer manslaughter, they going to look at as a crime of passion. But crime of passion for who, though? Crime of passion for the mistress or crime of passion for the wife? Because how is it a crime of passion for the mistress? That ain't her damn husband. She said probably shot her as soon as she came through that door. That's what I'm thinking right there. Oh, okay. Celebrating whose birthday? Happy birthday, whoever birthday it is. She said, yes, some more. Oh, I read that one. That's crazy. What you say, QC? She said they would be able to tell how close she was when she was shot. Yeah. So it's going to be some investigation needs to be done on this. You know what I'm saying? More investigation needs to be done before we form a whole picture of everything. She said, yes, some more. You can hit in the stomach. She probably just fired a weapon as was aiming. Weapon as she was aiming. Yeah, okay. She said, seems to me she opened the door instead of the wife forcing it open her way in. Yep, she did open the door. So anyway, I believe you guys, I believe this case is not closed, okay? And I'm going to keep up with it because now I'm invested, child, you know, and I heard some, if I go over 2 times, I'm invested, all right? I'm invested. So I definitely going to see it out. I would love to see how it all unfolds after they get everything and put it out for us, lay it out for us. I would love to see what they are going to charge her with, if anything, okay? My source says he had several of his cars at the house. They lived in on that day. They lived in on that day of the murder. He had the nerve to send 3 tow trucks to get his cars. Trucks. What a fucking coward. No clothes, no personal property. You just wanted your old school cars moved. What the fuck? Also, he didn't go back to the house? Wait a minute, is this after? You know what? I'm not gonna. I'm gonna get more information from my source, so the next time that I come live, I will know more about what's going on. Okay. Matter of fact, hold on. Wait a minute. She said no. He haven't been back. Oh, so he didn't even. What? Oh my God, Jesus. Oh, so I'm hearing that he didn't even go back to the house, y'all. So he's still with the mistress? Girl, say it ain't so. You got to be kidding me. Anyway, I'm going to find out more about the story because it sounds like he just had his vehicles towed from her house, the wife house, to the mistress house. So anyway, we need to find out more information. But I'm going to be talking to the source to find out more, and I will bring you guys more, okay? So we're going to end this one because y'all know I told y'all when we first came on that I wanted to do a back-to-back live and just have a grown woman conversation about some things, okay? It's gonna be messy, but it's still gonna be grown. But we're gonna pick this story back up. She said guilty conscience. Yes, that is sign of a guilty ass conscience to me too. Being in law enforcement, I had to train using both hands. Oh, okay, didn't know that either. So I will be back. Listen, y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to this live stream. To the channel. So you will know the next time I come back with an update because I'm going to talk to the family friend in depth and find out more information. And I'm going to have more information for you guys. Okay. I hate that this happened. And again, my heart goes out to Keona Wilson. She is the one that lost her life looking for her husband. I still say I do not agree that she went to the house. I think it was a bad decision, but it cost her life. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like how the aunt said, she said to death do us part. Well, unfortunately, death did them part. Okay. The other woman, all I can say is I would have done things differently. I would have dialed 911. I would have done things differently. However, if it comes back that Keona, the wife, forced her way in, then I would have to say that if she shot her in self-defense, then she had every right as a gun owner. However, we do know that she had the gun illegally because she was a felon. And I just feel that it didn't take a gun. I just feel that it did not. However, we just have to get more of the story. She said, what was the husband's name? I want to say his name is Amedio, Amedo or something like that, Amedio. But he done already hid all his accounts, so you're not going to be able to find him. He off the grid. He's a whole coward, like a real coward, Yes, and I also pray for her kids. Thank you, Miss Bonner. Prayers going up for her daughter that's a freshman and her son that's also in college. They are both in college. She said, late to the party. This is a sad story. I wish she had just waited for him to come home and address it with him. Yes. So prayers to the family. And, you got to understand this. Karma does come around no matter what. What you think you can get away with, you're going to find out later that you didn't. You know what I'm saying? So even though his wife now is in, gone to heaven or wherever she's at, he has to live with this for the rest of his life. He has to think about this for the rest of his life. He has to think and know that his actions had something to do with the loss of his wife. He has to think about this. But I do agree with the aunt. If I was the side chick, you know what I'm saying? Which I ain't in the business of being nobody's fucking side chick. I wouldn't be with his cowardly ass. I would not be with his cowardly ass. At all. She said, Amore, I had to shut my car down due to an unauthorized transaction, so I'm not able to bless you tonight. I will as soon as my car opens again. Thank you, Miss Beverly Lucas. And listen, you being here right now is enough for me. Thank you guys so very much for showing up for this live stream, okay? So we're going to stop it here. So thank y'all so much. But listen, I am going to restart another live. Now, it is about mess. It is about mess. So if you want to come, you can. It's about mess. I'm going to let y'all know that now. Let me say it for the third time. It's about mess. And yes, I'm putting my big nose in it because, hey, they do it to us. So we're going to get off of this one and we're going to come back in about 10 minutes. So just be looking for me on this channel. And yeah, we're going to get a little messy. We're going to get a little messy. We about to stick our nose all up in the beeswax because, baby, they fighting across the street, baby. They fighting across the street, baby. They fighting across the street, baby. Anyway, I love y'all. Y'all hit that thumbs up button for your girl and come back in about 10 minutes to my YouTube channel. Talk about it with Amora. And the next time I give y'all an update on the Keosha case, hopefully I will have more information and hopefully we'll be finding out if they are in fact going to charge this young lady for manslaughter, aggravated assault, or whatever they're going to charge her for. Okay. So give me about 10 minutes. Oh, thank you for the tip, Meg. I got a tip. Yay. So she said, I'm fighting you more. Listen, girl, when I found out they was fighting, I said, girl, say it ain't so, say it ain't so. She said, who fighting? Girl, you're going to have to come back and hear it, honey. You got to come back and hear it, baby. But listen, let's close out this live. Thank y'all. Y'all hit the thumbs up on this one and y'all come back for the next live. Thank you so much, Meg, for the loud talkers up in here, baby. She said, another awesome live or more. Thank you so much, Meg. Talk to y'all in a few. Bye, y'all.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Yay! She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there.
She kept talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be wanting to listen. Because they can't make $1 without